Welcome back to second part of our Python for AI course. Last time we had covered variables, prints and f strings to automate text. But that code was just dumb. It just followed orders blindly. Today we are going to fix that. We'll be adding logic to our code so it can think, decide and react. Let's go. Last time we had covered the assignment operator, which is just a single equals to. Today we are going to cover different operators in Python that can help us to compare different objects. Let's say if you write print 10 is equal to 2 and press shift enter. So you got false. So this means that Python first checks if 10 is equal to 2. If it is true, then it will print true. If it is false, it will print false. Similarly, you can use some other operators as well. Let's say if you write print 10 is greater than 2 and press shift enter, you will get true because 10 is indeed greater than 2. There are some other operators as well. Let's say if you write print 10 is not equal to 2, this exclamation equal to means not equal to, and then press shift enter, you will get true because 10 is not indeed equal to 2. You can also store these booleans in variables. Let's say if I define age is equal to 25 and then make another variable is adult is equal to age greater than equal to 18. So what will happen here? First, Python will assign 25 to the age variable. Then it will check if age is greater than or equal to 18. If it is yes, it will say true and assign that value to the is adult variable. So if you check print is adult, you can just copy paste here, press shift enter, so it will say true. So the age is indeed greater than or equal to 80. This is simply how you can compare different objects in Python. Next, we will make the code react to these booleans. We will use an if statement to check a condition, and if it is true, then we will make the code do something. We will check a condition using the if statement. Let's see how. We'll just write age is again 25. Then we will write if age is greater than or equal to 18 colon enter. Now you see whenever you press enter after a colon after an if statement, you'll get a white space in front. This is because Python needs to identify the block that is inside the if statement, so it will automatically add some indent. Now let's say if I write print you are adult and then I press shift enter, so you'll see you are adult will be printed because Python will check if age is greater than or equal to 18, then it will do the action that you have defined inside the if statement. Let's say if I also want a backup plan, what if the age is not greater than or equal to 18? What will happen then? So I will go to this statement again, press enter, press backspace. So I'm defining that this if block is completed now, and then I will write else. This means if the statement is not correct, then we'll instruct Python to go to the else block. Then again, if I pressed enter, you will see the indentation is added here, and automatically like Google Colab is suggesting print you are not adult. If I press tab, press shift enter, for now it will just again print you are adult. But now let's say if I change the age to 15 and press shift enter, now it will print you are not adult. So this is a logical block. If and else, if the condition is true, then do something, else do something else. One secret tip, do not ever put white spaces manually for the indentation because you can go horribly wrong anytime. Always press enter after a colon, or if you want to remove indentation, just press backspace 2 times. That will remove the indentation, and then if you press enter again, it will again add the indentation back. But let's say you have multiple print lines and you want all of them inside an if block. Let's say I make a statement print a, then copy it, press enter, paste, enter, paste, enter, paste. Now I want to move all of these 4 lines inside an if block. One way would be manually to put an if statement, then press enter, enter, and then paste all of these lines again. Or you can press enter before the first line, write if age is greater than or equal to 18, colon, then select all of these lines, press Ctrl plus right square bracket, and all of these will move inside the if block automatically. This is a quick way to enter indentation. For now, I will remove this cell and move to the next section. Now we will add some complex logics. Real life decisions don't always depend on a single thing. It will have multiple conditions. Let's say I make a variable experience is 5 years and knows Python equal to true. So let's assume this is a bio of a data scientist. He has experience of 5 years and knows Python. Then if you press enter, you can add a condition, or again Google Colab is suggesting some if statement. If experience is greater than or equal to 5 and knows Python, then you are a great developer. So I will accept it, press tab, and then let's say if I want an else statement as well. So here if you see I have an AND operator. This is combining 2 different logics, and then basis those logics it will give an output. So first Python will check if experience is greater than or equal to 5. If it is true, it will replace this block by true. Second, it will check if knows Python variable is true or not. If yes, it will replace this by true as well. And AND operator will check if both of the conditions is true, it will go inside the if block, otherwise it will not go. So AND means both the conditions should be true. So in this case, both the conditions are true, so it will move inside the if block. So if I press shift enter, you will see you are a great developer. But let's say now this experience is 3 years. Now if I press shift enter, because we never moved inside the if block, so nothing was printed. Now we can add a backup plan again. Let's say else colon, press enter, print, you need to work harder. Okay, you'll accept this. Then again press shift enter. So now you see you need to work harder is printed. We also have an or operator. Let's say if we copy this cell, paste here and replace this and by or. So this whole condition will be true if any of the two sub conditions are true. In our case, experience greater than or equal to 5 is not true, so here Python will write false. And in second condition, knows Python is true, so Python will write true. And then false or true is true, because if any of the conditions in or statement is true, it will return true. Now if I press shift enter, it will print you are a great developer. So this is how Python logic operators work. So you can add multiple logics and combine them with and or statements. So now we'll build a simple burnout detector tool which will take user inputs and check their sleep versus screen time health. So first what we will do is we'll take two inputs from the user, what is their sleep hours and what is their screen time. If I press shift enter, it will first ask the hours slept. Let's say if I press 8 and enter, then the screen time, let's say I pressed 5 hours screen time. So now Python will take both of these inputs and assign to these two variables of sleep and screen. But now there is the catch. If you check the type of the sleep variable and press shift enter, it is a string, because whenever Python takes an input, it will consider it as a plain English language sentence. But we want both of these to be considered numerical. So we'll just write sleep is equal to float of sleep. So float means whenever you have some variable which can take values in integers or decimals, you will assign float to them. We are assigning float, not integer, because user can input their hours in decimals also. So integer by name can only take integer kind of values, but float can take decimal values as well. We'll use the same code for the screen also. So I'll just copy screen and paste here. Then press shift enter. Now if you check the type of leap, it is float. That is our desired data format. This is a convention in data scientists that every variable that you have, you should have it in the desired format, because later on if you use it and assume it to be of a specific type, it can lead to errors. Now we will add our logical operations. So we are saying that if sleep is less than 6 hours and screen time is more than 10 hours, we are advising that high risk, stop coding and go outside. Otherwise we are saying it's healthy, you are balanced. If I press shift enter, so the first condition is going false and second condition is also going false. So now we are going to the else statement. Now let's say if I change the screen variable to 11 hours, I'll put sleep as same as 8 and screen time as 11 hours. And then if I run this cell, so it gave a type error. Now you see this is the same kind of thing I was talking about. Because I did not convert the inputs again to the float type, now Python is giving error because string and int are not compatible. So we need to first convert our variables to numerical type. This is also important to know, like what kind of error we are getting and in what code line we are getting the error. So you see first Python will highlight the code line in which is giving error, and then what is the error will be in the end. Because later if you write long pieces of code, you will also get long pieces of errors. So you need to identify what is the exact code error line and what is the exact code error message that Python is giving. So here if you see that type of error is type error, because we have a typecasting mismatch, because while comparing we are giving one as integer and other as a string type. So we'll go back again, run this cell to convert both the variables to float, and then we will run this cell again. So now sleep was 8, so this condition was false, but screen time was greater than 10, which was 11, so this condition was true. And in OR statement, if any of the two conditions are true, the whole condition will be true. So we are seeing the output as given in the if statement. Let's say if I want another condition in addition to the if statement. So I want to say that if condition is not true, then go to another condition. So for that you need to press enter here, go back in the indent, 2 times backspace, and then write elif. So elif is a combination of else and if. So it will only trigger when if statement is false, and it will also check the condition which will write next. So let's say if I write sleep is less than 8 hours, then print sleep is not in. So now we'll again change our inputs. So let's say I assign sleep to be 7 hours and screen time to be 9 hours. Again I will do the type conversion, and then let's see what we will get. So now we are seeing sleep is not enough, because sleep was 7 hours and screen time was 9 hours. Both of these conditions were false, so we did not go into the if statement. So next we will check the elif statement. We'll only check elif statement if condition is false. So here we will check if sleep is less than 8, which is true because we have given sleep to be 7 hours. So now we will move inside this block and print sleep is not enough. So this is how you can write complex logics in your code. In data science also, we write these kind of logics to identify outliers or errors in data. You can find the code I have covered in the GitHub link in the description. A small homework for you. Add a logic for coffee cups as well. If coffee cups is greater than 4, add a jitter warning. For now we have done a simple logic for one user. Let's say if I want to do it for 1000 users. Will I write this line 1000 times? No. In next video we will be covering loops and iterations to tackle this kind of problem. Let me know in comments how you tackle the homework problem and follow the channel for more AI in Python tutorials.